Hi, I'm Nahid from Synthron Media, back again for lesson number 4 in our series Integrating Metapixel and Conversions API using Google Tag Manager. Today we will look into Calendly form tracking and then move on to custom event tracking like scroll depth and video play tracking. So let's jump right in. We are in our Google Tag Manager account. First, let's open our web container. In the web container, begin with doing a preview of our website. So if we go into our contact section, on our contact page, we can see we have a contact form 7 as you saw in lesson number 3. We have our Calendly set up here. So in our Calendly, if we, let's say, schedule an appointment for any time, just putting test. This is not necessary, so let's skip it, schedule event, and check if we are getting this event data. Unfortunately no, because by default Calendly does not send event data to our data layer. So we first need to activate the Calendly data layer. For that, we will go into our Google Tag Manager web container. Let's go to tags. We are going to create a new tag. This will be a custom HTML tag. Let's put in the code. And we can call it Calendly. Just like contact form 7, the triggering would be all pages. Save. Now let's check again with preview. Shall we? Just randomly select any time to schedule an appointment. And let's check what happens on our tag assistant. Now we have in our Calendly event schedule. We are getting Calendly scheduled event data in the data layer. So we're going to take this event schedule information and have to send to our Metapixel and GA4. So what we are going to do is create a custom trigger for this. This event is called Calendly. Let's copy it and we We go into our Google Tag Manager, triggers. Create a new trigger, custom event. It's called Calendly event. Calendly, save. Let's go into our tags. We can copy these previously created contact form submission tag for Facebook. Open it up, and then let's just make a copy. The event name is Calendly. Custom, we are going to change object properties for the event name. It would be Calendly, and we can send the user data email address, but this is not the point right now. Let's keep it. And we also have in more settings the event ID. Just change the trigger. Okay, and done. Next, we're going to create one for our GA4. Let's just copy this. Same Calendly in the name, Calendly. Event name gets changed, and we need to we're not sending this user data right now. Let's keep that. Change the trigger. Event Calendly, save. The same as our Facebook Calendly tag. Okay. Now we're going to check it in our events manager. So first we need to create one event, add this event in our server-side container as well. We go in our tags in the server container, in the firing triggers, we will add in the event name, just like we have added contact form 7. We're going to add Calendly, the event. Submit it for publishing, continue. Submit our web container as well for publishing, continue. Okay, now let's go to our events manager. Make sure to check if your test event ID has changed. It remains the same as yesterday. How do we know that? We go into our server container, conversion API tag. Take a look at the test event ID. It is the same as in our events manager. So that's all good. Now, we are going to put in our website's URL and start testing. Let's go to our contact page. Try scheduling an appointment in Calendly basically. randomly pick anytime, get the put in the name, email, and schedule it. Let's see what happens in our event manager. So we haven't begin receiving data yet. Sometimes it may take a little bit of time. And in the meantime, let's make a preview on our Google Tag Manager as well. So if we go to our tag assistant, strange, what happened there? Let's try again. So we have the Facebook Calendly tag fired successfully. GA4 Calendly tag has fired as well. Let's check on the variables. This is for Calendly event type view. Okay. Now in our event manager, we are also getting the Calendly event. Yes, it has been deduplicated as well. We are getting the event both from browser side and server side. So latest schedulings we did, it has only received data, our pixel has only received data from browser side till now. It takes a little more time to get data from server side, but the previous one, which we did at 7:58, we have both data from browser side and server side. Okay, so next we're going to take a look into how to track other custom events like scroll depth and video tracking. So let's go to scroll depth tracking first. We first need to go into our variables. And in the built-in variables, we have to configure the scrolling related variables, scroll depth, threshold, depth limits, direction, etc. After that, we're going to create triggers. Trigger would be scroll depth. So in the scroll depth trigger, let's name it event scroll depth. We're going to choose for vertical scrolls. We can choose for horizontal scrolls as well if our page has horizontal scrolling, like if we could move from left to right here, we could choose that as well. But now what most users commonly do on almost all websites is vertical scrolling. So let's track that. We can put in percentages or pixels. In pixels, we would have to exactly put in the amount of pixels in your whole window or on your whole screen. That would be the user screen, the number of pixels which have been viewed till now. So this is a more complicated calculation. Let's stick to simple one. Percentages. What percentages of your page, when a user scrolls down to, let's say, 10% of your page, we want to fire a tag there. Within 10%, we can see when the page is loads, we already have 10%. So let's say we want them to fire the tag when 50% has been scrolled down. When a user has scrolled down to 50% of your page and can see this discount, get 25% of discount. So for that, we will put in, let's say, 50%. And if we want to fire the scroll depth tag at multiple levels of the page, at 50% they get to see the discount, and let's say when we get to 100%, they get to see our not 100%. Let's see, say when they get to 75%, they get to see our customer reviews. So we want to put in 75% as well. Let's take these two percentages, and these triggers, we want to fire this trigger on all pages. We can do it for our home page, our, let's say, if we go to some specific product page, we want to know if the user has scrolled down and checked out other products as well. So when about 75%, 50 to 75% of the page has been scrolled down, the user can see other products as well. So it's useful on all pages. We're going to leave it at all pages right now. We can select specific pages as well. For specific pages, we can use the page URL. For example, in case of product pages, we can select a single word, like all product pages will have this product in their URL. And here we can put in product. So all product pages which have this product URL, let's check a little more. This assorted for the coffee product page has product in its URL. Hand sanitizer also has product in its URL. All product pages on your website would have, usually has a product on its URL. So we can choose to only have this scroll depth tag fired when any user goes to any of our product pages. For now, I'm going to leave it to all pages and save it. Next, we are going to create the tags for this scroll depth. Let's just copy this Calendly tag for Facebook, make a copy. And we can call this event scroll depth. So how to get the event name? We can call it scroll depth, and after that we're going to put in the scroll depth threshold. So if we put in the variable after the name, what happens is whenever the page is scrolled at 50% and 75%, the tag will be fired. And it would show up in our preview section what percentage of the tag was fired. We will check it in the events manager in a minute. Let's set up it first, and we have to use the same event name in our object properties and for our GA4 event as well. So let's copy it and paste it in our object properties, change the trigger to event scroll depth, save it, we're going to create the same for our GA4 as well. Copy, and here put in the same name, scroll depth, then we're going to put in the event name, scroll depth threshold, event name should be the same. We need to change the triggering. Then we have event trigger scroll depth, save it. Okay, now we have to, let's give it a preview. And if we're scrolling, the tag should be fired. Check in our tag assistant, scroll depth, variables, event GTM scroll depth. Event custom event GTM scroll depth. And we have our scroll depth threshold here, 75%. Okay. Now let's see if we publish it. Check in our events manager if we're getting, we're already getting this scroll depth event data. Scroll depth 50%, scroll depth, just like the name we have put in, scroll depth, and after that the threshold. As we put it in here in our tags, Facebook scroll depth, we put in the custom event name, scroll depth underscore scroll depth threshold. So it is showing up scroll depth and underscore what percentage of the page was scrolled by the user, 50%, 75%, etc. Now let's move on to our next topic, which is video watch tracking or video play tracking. So for this, we are going to again go to our Google Tag Manager and start a preview. Let's close the previous ones, old ones. So in this preview, let's go to our video page. We have this video embedded here. By default in data layer, GA4 analytics schema has already event names for the video play tracking. So if I play this video, some default event must have been fired. We can check it in our tag assistant. Scroll there. Tag assistant is not yet getting anything. So let's go into contact. On the contact page, we have our video. If we play it, no, tag assistant doesn't seem to be picking up anything. So we have to activate a trigger for our video play tracking. Before activating the trigger, let's make sure we have all the necessary variables for video play tracking. In the variable section, we go into configure for built-in variables. Here we go to video section, and let's just check in all the boxes. Now we are going to create a trigger for YouTube video. Call it event video play. So we have, let's say, the video play tag will be fired when the video starts, when it completes, when it is paused, seeking, or buffering. All of these are default status. Now we want to track its progress as well. We can track the progress by what percentage of the video a user watched, or we can track it by time thresholds, how many seconds of the video was watched. So I'm gonna go with percentage. Let's do all the suggested percentage. Let's say 10%, 25%, 50%, 75%, and even 90%. Or alternatively, we can also go by time thresholds to ensure true play. Let's see if the first 15 seconds were watched. After that, after first 50 seconds, for 2 minutes, 120 seconds were watched. We can put in the time in seconds here. So let's go back to percentages, which I think would be useful for us. And we're going to check this add JavaScript API support to all YouTube videos. It says the trigger will fire only on YouTube videos that have JavaScript API support. So we can check this box, and after that, this trigger fires on all videos or some videos. If we select some videos, then we can specify with the page URL on which the video is on. For example, in this case, the video is on our contact page. The page URL has contact form 7 in it. You can take the whole page URL or the small portion of it. as contact form 7 and put it in that case we will have to select either we can take the whole page URL, copy it, page URL equals this, or we can try page path contains, that is segments of the URL here, page path that contains contact form 7. So only in case, so if we select for some videos and with page path we are specifying the contact form 7, the page path that contains contact form 7, then only the videos on contact form 7 page would be tracked. So we're not going to do that right now. Let's go for all videos, and our trigger is then ready. Just save it. Let's go for a preview to check if the trigger is working or not. So we're going to go on our contact page, get to the video, start playing. So this is quite the long video. Getting to 10% would take quite some time, but start a status should be triggered. Then we have to pause a status should be triggered. We are seeking the videos for some time. These should be triggered. Let's see. So we have the YouTube video event showing up in our Google Tag Assistant in variables. So the YouTube video trigger is working. Now we're going to set up the tags for video play tracking. Let's go to tags. We're just going to copy our previous tags that we have set up. We can go for scroll depth, form submission, whichever we want. Oh, not this one. So let's go for Facebook tag, copy it, and you can name it video play. And we have to put in the name video play. Along with video play, we also want to send information to Pixel about video, let's say video duration, and we want to send information about video status, whether it has started, completed, or been paused. So that's good enough for us. Let's go into object properties, and in the event name, putting the same name as we put in the custom event name. This name needs to remain same everywhere. And in triggering, we are going to select, of course, our YouTube video trigger, the video play trigger we've created. Save this. Let's go for our GA4 as well. In GA4, we're going to make a copy. Call it video play as well. Event name. No, that's not it. Event name. Just paste it from what I have copied in the Facebook tag, event name, and change the trigger to event video play. Save. Now if we submit and publish this, it should show up in both our tag assistant. Let's give it a new preview. For a new preview, and then we will preview it on our events manager, or Facebook events manager as well. If we go to our contact page, click on video tracking. Let's reload this page. Here our reload this page and try to play the video again. We started the video, paused the video. We're seeking as well video plays at different percentages. Okay, now let's see what shows up in our Google Tag Assistant. So we have YouTube video tag fired. The variable is video duration. It showed up. It shows up in second. Video time. Video percentage showed up 29. Video status is pause. Again, video status is pause here. Video status is seek when we were playing with the navigation bar or seeking bar here in the video. That's when it was fired. Then we have video status start as well. And let's check on our events manager. Oh, we are already getting all the custom events sent to our events manager as well. Start video play. What time, for what duration the video ran. You start. Pause, seek. All the video status are getting to our events manager as well.